wish you had someone to tell you the truth about what it takes to run a successful business and live a fulfilling life? Well, Amiguita, you've come to the right place. So grab your favorite cafecito or cocktail, your courage, and let's get to work. I'm Janessa Borges, a therapist, business strategist, mindset coach for entrepreneurs, and a feisty Latina from Miami. And I'm determined to teach you the exact tools you need to stop settling and start kicking some serious derriere. What do you say? Are you in? Then let's get started. Welcome to the Success Mindset for Entrepreneurs podcast. Well, hello there, my friend. Welcome to season 2 of Success Mindset for Entrepreneurs. I am so excited to be back behind this mic and talking to you again. Let's start off with saying I know it's been a really long time and I did not disappear. I have been working on so many things, but that's no excuse. But don't you worry because I'm going to catch you up completely. I want to dedicate this season 2 premiere to teaching you how to have the best year in your business ever. Let's start off with my multi-passionate entrepreneurs, right? We have so many ideas, so little time, and there are so many things that I want to do that fill me up and light me up all the time. I want to host retreats and virtual events. I want to focus on my podcast and connecting with all of you. I want to meet even more of you and host virtual events and in-person events, so much. In the middle of this process, I took a really deep breath and I said, how can I map out the best year ever? And my friend, I'm going to walk you through my process. So the first thing that I did is I took an inventory. I really wanted to see what I had accomplished with everything that I've always set out to do. I took this inventory and I realized I grew in so many ways, professionally and personally. I worked less, I made more. I was down to 4-day work weeks. I did even more of what I loved and I spent more time with my kids. This year, though, I want to do more of the same and still grow. How about you? Can you relate, my multi-passionate entrepreneur? Now, I wanted to map out this visually because I have a tendency to super get inspired, right? Completely overwhelmed, and then overschedule myself to the point of depletion. Ask my business bestie, Jen, who I need by my side during the journey, and my husband who's left picking up the pieces when this happens. So step 2, after I took this inventory of my year and realized everything I wanted to do, is I really wanted to do a complete brain dump. And I wanted to put everything down, even if it didn't feel or look realistic, right? So long term, what did I really want to accomplish? And I am not embarrassed and I have no shame, so I'll say it out loud here. I want to focus solely on coaching. I want to travel. I want to host events. I want to have retreats. I want to write a book. Those are my long-term goals. I really want to be in the space where I'm constantly with my family, traveling to places I love, doing what I love, supporting other women and other people so they can have the same exact things. So then I look at my list and I say, okay, that's my long-term goal. Like writing a book, way a long-term goal. I've been talking about it for a long time. I'm going to do it one day. So mark my words, and I'm setting this to let the universe know it's going to happen and let you hold me accountable by saying it out loud. Now, here's the question. I want to walk you through my process so you can also do the same. And I said, okay, come back to me if I've lost you. What do I need to do now to get to where I want to be then? I'm going to repeat it again. What do I need to do now to get to where I want to be then? And this is a huge, huge question to ask yourself because I never want you, I'm this type of person, right? Sometimes people say don't wish too hard for things that may not happen or are unrealistic. But I'm the type of person that I want to wish out loud and I want to wish for it all. And then I want to try my best. And then I want to fail trying. I don't want to live in a world of what if. But it also takes a moment to kind of capture what is a long-term goal, what is a short-term goal, and what do I have to do now, again, to get to that place. I went to step 3 in my process and I said, okay, Janessa, what do I want my business to look like? I want to do more coaching with entrepreneurs. I want to do less clinical work. I want to do more creating and less consuming. I want to have more events and less sitting in my office. I want to do more of meeting and connecting with more entrepreneurs where you're at, like where you're physically at. I want to travel. I want to meet you guys, whether you're in Georgia or Colorado or Texas or New Jersey or Australia or another part of Florida, California, Arizona, wherever you guys are, I want to be there. Step 4 is, okay, now those are my business goals, right? What do I want my personal life to look like? Okay, well, I want even more family time. I want more travel so that coincides. I want less stress. I want to do more of what I love. I want to grow personally. And that takes time and energy that I need to carve out more time for. Okay, so my business is one thing, my personal life is another. And now it's really deciding on what I was going to focus on in 2023. Because I've heard before, and I don't know who I heard it from, but I felt it in my soul, and I'm going to let you know what it is. I heard someone say one day, grow the business you want, not the business you have. And I really want to say I attribute that to Jasmine Star, one of my mentors. I'm part of her community. I've been on her podcast, and hopefully one day, hint, hint, she'll be on ours and she'll be a guest here. But she said that, and when she said, grow the business you want, not the business you have, that shook me, right? Because I know how to grow a private practice. I know how to do that with my eyes closed. I've done it twice, and I've helped hundreds of other people do the same thing. But what I wasn't doing at the moment when I heard this was I didn't know exactly how to build the business I wanted. I knew really well how to build the business I had, but how to expand and grow. And I felt so lost. I felt like I was kind of lost in the wind. But I knew that in order to build the business that I want for 2023, and I'm on my way. I know I'm on my way. In fact, my business bestie, Jen, and we'll talk about her again another day. You'll hear about her all the time. She'll be editing this. So thanks, Jen. Love you. Is that I really need to take inventory of all the things that I had accomplished, because I remember she told me sometime this year, like, wow, Jan, you've really, really done it. And I said, what? And she said, everything you said you wanted to do when we met 4 years ago, all the vision planning that you did emotionally and for your business then, you're doing it. Like, you're working less and you're making more and you're coaching and you're doing all of these things that I'm so honored to be here while, seeing it unravel and seeing it come to fruition. And that meant so much to me. So that just gave me an extra spurt of energy. And I said, okay, now I need to visually map out what my year would look like, right? So I'm going from 4 days a week. Yes, I only worked 4 days a week all this last year, and I'm so proud of that, to now 3 days a week in my practice, which everybody's like, what? I'll explain how that goes. But I want to carve out, again, that time for the business that I want, not the business that I have. Now, I'm not shutting down my practice. I'm still working with my clients. I'm just finding a way to carve out and time block my schedule and my life for what I want to grow. I keep my Fridays that are off to recoup, and I keep my weekends for my family. But now, as of 2023, when you're hearing this, I'm going to be pouring every single Monday into creating, whether it's marketing, posts, events, coaching my students, recording my podcast episodes, anything that there is on Monday, guesting, creating, growing, imagining, anything is on Mondays. Step 6, and I had to break these down for you guys, okay? Because this was all happening through the process. This is the behind the scenes clean version of my process. So step 6 is I'm super visual. So I had to visually and super simply map out my year month by month. We're talking, I literally went through January, February, March, April, May, June, July, you get the point, all the way through. And then I started breaking down each month. And I said, okay, I always launch my private practice blueprint program in January. And I know that this year I am dedicating the entire year to supporting my students, which is something I've never done in the way that I'm doing it this year. Okay. Then I said, I want to focus on batch creating my podcast episodes on Mondays, of course. So every single Monday, I will create my podcast episodes. So my amazing right hand has time to go ahead and edit them and get them ready and get all the resources that I want to share with you ready to go. So you never miss one again. And so we don't have such a long break between seasons. Promise that won't be happening again. Then I said, okay, I want to host one virtual event a month. Wow, okay, that feels like a lot. But then I also said, well, there's 12 months. And I am teaching this anyway to my students, and I want to reach even more people. So you know what? 12 events in a year doesn't really sound like so much to me. Then I want to also start hosting in-person events while I'm traveling so I can connect with more people in person. I love to travel. I hate being in the same place. And I literally looked at all the months in the year visually. And I said, you know what? Summer months are perfect for this because there's slower months in my practice and the kids are out of school. So it is a win-win. Well, I kept going through my goals and then breaking them down, not just by month, but week by week, 52 weeks to be exact. Now I can literally visually see and schedule my year. So I focus what I want to focus on and leave room for things that I love. And that is so important. I'll know exactly what to say yes to or what I don't have room for, which is something that I never know how to do because I often overplan. And I admit, one of my challenges, one of my great creative strengths, but it becomes a challenge because I do take on too much. Now, I am super excited to share that while I walked you on this super fast, non visual version of my process, I decided that I'm going to host my first virtual live event specifically on this process. 2023 Business Growth and Productivity Plan. You can create a vision plan for your business and strategize your content for the year. Yes, yes, yes. I am providing you with my exact blueprint for creating a vision plan and strategy calendar. We do it all live in session. You'll have your year planned out to achieve your goals. I am planning on packing this completely with live training that walks you step by step through everything, organizing and strategizing your entire year, PDFs and templates that provide a visual tool that empower you to manage your goals for how you work best, including a customizable template and one of my favorite digital project management tools, a live Q&A with me to clarify any questions you might have about your goals and how to use these templates for your business, and the best one is the live group coaching to work through any mindset blocks you might have to achieve your goals. So you get to say goodbye to imposter syndrome, my friend. The mindset blocks are the greatest hurdles. And as a mindset coach and business strategist, in addition to being a therapist, this is my jam. We're actually going to work through all the things that you're letting yourself or telling yourself that you can't do things. And I'm going to let you know that you can. And we're going to work through that and you're going to get it done. So if you want to join me live, head to janessaborges.com/17 for episode 17 to register now. It is going to be Wednesday, January 18th at 6 p.m. And just in case you're not ready to join us this year, that is fine. Or if you're catching this episode after the live event, I have something for you too. Just head to janessaborges.com/17 to find out how you can map out your best year ever. Whew. Okay. That was an intense and exciting season 2 kickoff. I am so excited to be talking to you again. I hope you have an amazing 2023. I hope to see you on Wednesday, January 18th. And if I don't, that is okay because I will be talking to you next week, right in your ears, same place. Until next time, I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. I am so excited for what this year has to hold for you. And if this episode was helpful and you liked it, please make sure to leave a little review underneath this episode. It would mean the world to me so I can reach more of you and help more of you. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited you tuned in. The best way to find out the second a new episode is released and receive all the valuable tools and actionable steps I share is to subscribe to the podcast, so make sure you do that. Sending you so much love until next time. Bye.